You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sunday Watch, and it comes usually to you in both Yoruba and English languages. So this morning we will be looking at children and the influence of social media. One thing that is really clear to everyone is the prevalence of abuse in the digital environment. It is quite alarming. But then, as parents, as guardians, as children themselves, how should they really be on guard to ensure that they don't fall prey to predators who most times are always out to destroy their today and tomorrow? I have a guest. He is an education expert with the state government education, Mr. Arowo Rade Daniel.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome to Sunday Watch this morning. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
All right. Okay, you have to project. You have to speak up.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Someone like me, you know, will love to hear you clearly.
Clearly.
All right. Because I really want to know what it really takes, okay, to navigate the digital environment without much fear. Yes, the fear will be there. Yes, security, you know, should also be assured. Okay. That's, by the way. Okay, so Mr. Daniel Arowo Rade, once again, I welcome you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's start it this way. The digital space is there for every one of us to use.
Okay.
First, let's define what and where are those particular areas that we should find ourselves, that children go often, you know, to carry out different tasks.
Okay. If I understand your question, where should we?
Should we, yes,
find ourselves?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll start by saying that the digital space is a vast space. And particularly today, we're talking about the social media. And I want to say that the social media is a blessing. Okay. Just as many people have perceived it as a curse as well in different areas. One way that the social media is a blessing is that, very fast example, you don't even need to have recharge card on your phone anymore to communicate.
How do you mean?
What I mean is, with the minimum media handle like WhatsApp, you can make calls, you can send messages, send voice notes.
You still need the data.
Well, yes, data. But what I mean is that you might not need to make a direct call anymore.
Yes, yeah, I got that.
And that makes it...
even the Telegram is also
the Telegram,
there,
yes, has the same function. Yes. And with that, you are able to communicate very fast to someone else in some other places. As a matter of fact, you want to make calls now, you might need a stable network somewhere to get to someone. But peradventure, a person is in a situation of danger and he leaves a message. The moment he's able to get a network connection, whether now or later, that message gets to the person.
Straight.
So the social media is a great blessing. We find ourselves on WhatsApp, YouTube, Telegram, Instagram, and many others. However, just like you have mentioned, there are a lot of harm it poses to our children. And it's a serious matter, hence the need for us to discuss or talk about it today.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at it this way. The social media, the influence on children. Let's dissect the positive impact of the social media on the young ones.
Young ones.
Yes. Let's see how vast those opportunities are for them.
For them. All right. I would like to start with the statistics that at least 1 in 6 children, especially in Nigeria today, have access to social media handles, at least one of it, whether WhatsApp or Facebook at least Facebook, the general one that we accept.
Okay. Before I allow you, continue.
All right.
Will you say that is a plus to us as a people? 1 out of 6.
Yes.
Is it a plus?
Well, it's a plus if it is properly controlled.
Okay.
So far, so good. It has been a plus, especially to the education sector.
Okay, so we'll get to that section of control. So go ahead.
All right. And this means that we cannot count ourselves aloof of what is going on in the world. We see what happens everywhere in the world, both the good and the bad. Now, for the positive influences of social media, we know that a lot of students or a lot of children generally, I'm sorry for saying student because of course I'm an education expert and you should expect that word from me more often. A lot of children need to learn beyond the classroom. There's something they call flipped classroom.
Flipped classroom.
Yes, where a teacher teaches in the traditional classroom space and then follows up on those teachings outside the classroom, which is, of course, definitely online. And then, well, as a teacher, I make use of WhatsApp to teach my students. Sometimes get images, get audio messages and audio visual aids and send them to WhatsApp because I know that students can easily access WhatsApp. The average student wants to chat.
Yeah.
And I think the easily accessible site for chatting now is WhatsApp. Yeah. They can even go as long as using their parents' phone. And and that makes it learning more interesting to them. Some of the classrooms that we have in Nigeria now do not have the luxury of videos, audio visual aids. But when they can see the same thing they would have seen on those platforms right there on WhatsApp, and they can share their ideas, I think learning takes place. And that's one of the greatest blessings to children for social media. When they go on Facebook, on YouTube, you will not believe the vast constellation of items that are on YouTube for students to use to learn from today. In fact, you can get a full course on some YouTube channels as I talk to you. So which makes it a great blessing to them. Another thing is that when children go online and they see a lot of things online, ranging from educational content to spiritual content, which of course is instrumental to building their morality, when they interact with these items, their creativity is sparked. And the totality of this shapes who they become in the society later. All right? And then, apart from that, I believe that the social media is also a platform for students to express themselves. We have seen, I don't really like to talk about it so much, but of course, it's a social menace, and we must not keep quiet about it. We have seen situations where students are being abused. And the only way to really get themselves out of that problem is to air their views, and to air their issues. And now social media has created that platform for us to really know what's going on with some children. All right. So those three are, to me, are integral, are central to the blessings that social media has brought to the children.
All right, so the children naturally will explore, all those platforms you mentioned.
Of course.
But in the process of exploration, we all know that there are so many non-consensual, pop-ups. As they are, you smiled.
Especially in the age of algorithms.
Can you imagine? So all those, avenues have a way of abusing the child, or the children, as the case may be.
Yes.
What in your own expertise will you suggest that parents do or guardians do to ensure that children, especially the unsuspecting ones, did not fall prey?
Thank you very much for that question, and I'm glad for this show. I believe that people should revisit the Sunday Watch to really hear this and know how to go about it. A recent report by the Organization of Economic and Cooperation and Development explains that that same number of students, so that's about 61% of children, are exposed to various harms daily on social media, including sexual harassment, digital predators trying to get probably money from them or even abuse their minds, okay? And there are a whole lot, especially this attitude of trying to get online and trying to get visibility. Our children nowadays want to do what everyone does. They have vast on TikTok, and they have this attitude of craving likes. They check their phones from time to time to see, to get validations, and they are also in the process. They are exposed also to contents from people that shows unrealistic standards. We see curated versions of people's life, idealized versions, and they just want to be like these people. At some point, they feel withdrawn, they feel inadequate because of what they have seen, and they want to belong to this group. And the same report says that most of them have gotten themselves into depression, all manner of evils because of that. Well, while we have a lot of menace, and we cannot say that social media is totally responsible for that, but social media has a greater cut in these problems. One way that I will suggest, based on my research and findings, is that word control. We cannot ask our children to stay totally away from social media because of the blessings attached to it. Just like the Yoruba people will say, they will say that you should not throw away the baby and the bath water. Of course, so in an attempt to ensure this, we can ensure controls at different levels. The minimum age set for children to access some sites, some social media handles is 13 years of age. We are seeing now that a lot of countries are already trying to adopt different age limits. Recently, we saw Australia say 16. Anything below 16 is a problem. We saw Denmark following suit and saying 15 years or nothing. But now, if you set age limits, there's going to be a problem to those who can do a lot with social media and make, help themselves through it. I have a sentiment that dives away from this personally. I see very young people in China, in South Korea. They are the producers of this social media. So why should our case be different? So, but I see that they pay so much attention to control. They pay so much attention to moral upbringing. Parents and the larger society have a great deal of work to do.
A great deal of work
to do. First, parents, as we know that the home is, just a charity begins at home. We have a lot of parents who do not have time. Yet they let their children loose with the social media or any digital space at all. And when the purpose of a thing is not even known, abuse is inevitable. And when there is not proper control of these things, students will go, just like you said, things pop up. So even if the child is not the kind that is brought up in an immoral environment, once he sees things like that, he doesn't even know how to go about it. So parents should take time to check what their children use their phones for. You should not be nonchalant about the applications on their phones. Okay, your child has Instagrams, he has this tendency to scroll, and Chris, not even in this age where we have phones and gadgets, that a simple scroll can take you across hundreds of sites and pages. And we're not saying that you should keep these children in the cage. We are saying that show that you're concerned about their digital health.
Yeah.
Check
them.
The platforms they go through. From time to time, let them know that it is important. It's their role. They are not just being too picky about their lives, but that it is their role. And then I think we also have this issue of parents who also need parenting.
Parenting.
That's true.
Whether you like it or not, there are parents who are not all busy all day and their children lock around them. And they see their parents scroll endlessly across sites. They see them laugh and have fun with these phones and these gadgets. What would you expect?
They want to be like their parents.
They want to be like their parents.
Yeah,
what they see.
And that's where
be like them.
Thank you. And that's where modeling comes in.
Okay.
Parents should not be extravagant with the use of these items before their children, at least.
At least.
They should try to ensure a level of caution. I know of a parent, once the child comes back from school, he allows him a particular number of hours to use the phone, which is between 1 to 2 hours. After which, he has no access to phone all through. So whatever he wants to do, whether play games or see movies online or even watch some skits and the rest, that's important, of course.
Or even doing his assignments and things like that.
Thank you, ma'am. That's important, of course. It just like Guardian newspaper also confirms it, that it helps some students relieve mental stress, emotional stress, how it can be in schools. But just like that, parents, I think it is important for parents generally to help their children control the time they spend. Because as it stands as of today, each child out of those 61% online spend nothing less than 3 hours online every day, which means that it could be more.
It could be more, yeah.
That is 5, 6, 7 hours.
Some a whole day, if not checked.
A whole day, yes. That's how bad it is. And if you check, most of the time they're exposed to grievous contents that upset them. They upset their emotions personally. They don't see it as bad, but on the long run, it affects
them.
The entire being. Yes, because, a little here, a little there, make up, an individual. Yes.
And then there's this thing we must emphasize, which is digital literacy. And I believe that apart from parents, the school is also responsible to help our children understand certain things online. Online health is as important as physical health or nutrition. Since we can't do away with social media, then there must be a way to ensure that they are exposed to content that only helps their growth. When we talk about digital literacy, we know that there are a lot of problems online, a lot of issues online. We have people who are trying to sexually arouse. We have sex bullying. We have general bullying online, cyber stalking. Thank you, ma'am. And then we also have this issue of trying to contents that are terrible, like violence. When you have contents where we have a lot of bloodshed, it affects the person,
individual.
Yes. And then in fact, this recent trend of this man who was shot while he was preaching, I'm trying to remember his name now, had effect on some young people between the age of 14 and 15. They reported that they could not sleep. So it goes beyond just contents it goes beyond just chatting and the rest, even videos and all. And this is why in schools we must teach digital literacy.
Digital literacy. Thank you very much. So the parents, the schools, the entire community should be involved.
Yes, we should not say that he's not my child.
So you look away. There are even some instances where some grown-ups, you'll see them flipping their phones, and you have children surrounding them.
Exactly.
They ought to be cautioned. Yes. You don't tell them to go away, or you switch off immediately. Because you have sensed that you have younger ones who are underage around you. But many adults, I don't know if they are, but it shouldn't be a deliberate thing.
Yeah, it's not something to ignore. Yeah, it's very, very crucial, especially for the fact that in this age and time, students learn very fast.
Very fast. All right. Thank you very much.
Adúpẹ́ lórí very fast yẹn gan. O lè mi ti fẹ́ wọlé. Àbí o. Ní àárọ̀ yìí inú wa dùn láti gba gbajúgbajà olùkọ́ àti gbajúgbajà olùtọ́sọ́nà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nínú ìlànà ẹ̀kọ́ ní Aláùsá ní Ìkẹjà ń bí báyìí ìwé náà ni wọ́n wà tí Ọlọ́run ti ń bá wọn ṣe iṣẹ́ bàbá wa Daniel Arówóradé àwọn rí owó radé ntí wọn àkàgbàdé wà ní ìfìlà wọn dé wá.
Ó dúró
déédéé wọn gẹ dáadáa wọn rí gẹ ẹ ṣeun gan ni ẹ bá ń káwọn ará ilé ẹ
kú ètò àkú àárọ̀ la wà àkú òwúrọ̀ gbogbo èyí tí ẹ ń wò wá lórí gègé
ẹ ṣeun.
Mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí rọ̀ wá pé gbogbo ohun tí a bá ń gbọ́ lórí ètò yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká máa mú lò
ẹ ṣeun.
Ká dẹ̀ máa wo ètò Sunday Watch
ẹ ṣeun.
nígbàkúìgbà.
ẹ ṣeun. Adúpẹ́ gan ni bàbá wa Arówóradé abẹ́rẹ́ ibi tí wọ́n ti wọlé wọ́n ṣàfihàn ṣáàtì ẹ̀ fi mú sí mi lórí ṣáà ni pé lọ́wọ́ kan Adúpẹ́ inú mi sì dùn pé wọ́n mú Yorùbá wọn dání.
A gbìyànjú.
Wọ́n láwọn á gbìyànjú. Níta fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bá oníyàrá yìí náà ni wípé báwo ni ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ẹ mọ́ bínú o àsìkò tútù ti wọ̀ yẹ ti dé Adúpẹ́
ó ti ń dé díẹ̀díẹ̀.
Kérésì náà sì ti wọlé ṣé ẹ̀yin náà ti káwọn ọmọ yín wá sí padà Kérésì iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn tìpínlẹ̀ Èkó à ń retí yín báyìí òun náà ni wípé báwo ni ẹ̀rọ ayélujára báwo ló ṣe ran àwọn ọmọ wa lọ́wọ́ ẹni àti pé ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà tá a fi ń gbòdèdè pé kó mọ̀ bá ti àwọn ọmọ wa jẹ́ torí tá a bá ti ń sọ tá à ń fọwọ́ bò tá à ń fọwọ́ bẹnu ẹ mọ̀ jà fọwọ́ bẹnu sọ ẹ rí i pé àwọn ẹ̀rọ ayélujára tá à ń gbé káàkiri yìí bó ṣe ń tún tẹ̀dá ṣe òun náà ló tún bá ti ẹ̀dá jẹ́ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló wà ń bẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àkọ́ máa àjálù tábàdẹ̀ ń wò ó nísìnyí títí kan àwọn ọmọ ilé ìwé alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ òun náà làwọn tíṣà ti ń sọ wípé ó yá wọ́n fún wọn níṣẹ́ àmúrelé lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wọ́n fún wọn níṣẹ́ àmúrelé títí dé ọmọ girama wọn ti ẹ̀dúndé tó ní fásitì ṣẹ̀pọ̀ ọmọ fásitì ti dàgbà díẹ̀ ó sì mọ ohun tó ń ṣe tó bá jálù nǹkan agbè kúrò pé eré ìkọ́ ni mò ń wà ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ kékeré tẹ́ pọ́kọ́ àkìrè ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbà àmọ́ pé ń tún ti àwọn ọmọ ṣe ṣùgbọ́n náà wo la fẹ́ fi gbòdèdè tí ò ní bàtà àwọn ọmọ wa jẹ́ ẹ bá wa wo ojú àwọn òbí.
Ẹ ṣé o gbogbo ẹ̀yin òbí wa tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ní orí ètò yìí ṣe rí àwọn ẹ̀rọ abánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ tí à ń sọ yìí tó jẹ́ bíi Facebook YouTube WhatsApp Instagram àwọn ẹ̀rọ yìí ó ṣe pàtàkì sí ayé àwọn ọmọ wa a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé nítorí pé oríṣiríṣi ohun ìjàmbá ohun búburú tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ìjàmbá yìí a gbọ́dọ̀ torí tiẹ̀ sọ pé a lò ó rárá ìyẹn á bọ́ sí wípé a fẹ́ yọ àwọn ọmọ wa kúrò ní àwọn nǹkan tó lè ṣe àǹfààní fún wọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan yìí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ yìí náà ó ṣe pàtàkì a gbọ́dọ̀ lè mọ bá ṣe máa kóra wa ní ìjánu lórí bá a ti máa lò àti àwọn ọmọ wa bá a ṣe máa bá wọn ṣe tí ó yẹ pé kò ní àwọn nǹkan tó lè fa àkóbá fún wọn kò ní affect ayé wọn púpọ̀ jù. Ìkíní ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ lè ṣètò àyè fún wọn láti máa wo àwọn ohun tí wọ́n ń ṣe lórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ yìí. Ẹ má sọ mẹ́jẹ̀ ká máa sọ pé iṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún mi àráyè kíní kan irọ́ àwa lára àwọn fóònù yìí fún wọn tí ó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pàwọ́ lára fún wọn bóyá wọ́n fi tán wọ́n lọ́rẹ ni àbí yálà bóyá wọ́n tiẹ̀ ti lè bóyá wọ́n fún wọn ó ṣàtidọ́wọ́ wọn iṣẹ́ tiwa ni láti jẹ́ pé láti rí dájú wípé àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyí wọ́n máa lò ó lòdì sí nǹkan tí ó ṣe wọ́n láǹfààní. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lo Instagram bí àpẹẹrẹ ìkan nínú àwọn ẹ̀rọ abánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ yìí tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Instagram oríṣiríṣi kan ló wà ń bẹ̀.
ó kún bẹ̀.
àtàwọn kan tí ó lè ṣe ní láǹfààní àtàwọn kan tí ó lè bani jẹ́ ó pọ̀ ń bẹ̀.
nǹkan ọmọ ń kóbó padà ń ṣe ṣá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà ẹ ṣe gan mà ó pọ̀ ń bẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n mọ̀ pé ká lò kàn níwọ̀nba wọ́n á kàn máa wo gbogbo ẹ̀
wọ́n á ranjú mọ́ ni
àti tó dáa fún wọn àti tó dáa fún wọn.
yóò mọ̀ wá dùn mọ́ wọn.
ẹ ṣe gan mà bọ̀ kí ni ẹ̀tọ́ tiwa nínú gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí tàbí alágbàtọ́ ẹ ṣeun gan mà ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa wò wọ́n
lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. láti rí pé wọ́n ti ranjú mọ́ nǹkan kan káwa náà lọ ranjú mọ́ pé kí ló ń wò.
ẹ má jẹ́ kí a máa jẹ́ kó máa mú fóònù lọ sí skul tàbí lọ sí ibi tí ojú yóò ní tó. tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá ní láti mú fóònù yẹn jáde lọ sí ibi tí ẹ̀ sì ń bẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé fóònù yìí àwọn nǹkan tó wà lórí ẹ̀ tiyín ni ṣùgbọ́n ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ọmọlúwàbí
lórí ẹ̀ mi ò rán yín lọ bẹ̀ o ibi tí tíṣà ní kó lọ
ibẹ̀ ni kó lọ so bàbá fún wọn fóònù ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ náà pé nǹkan báyìí ni kò ṣe nǹkan báyìí ni kò wò àwọn èèyàn kan báyìí ló ń chat mi ló ń bá mi chat lórí fóònù ẹ jẹ́ ká máa check ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wò ó torí tá a bá dá wọn dá ọlọ́mọ yẹn ká dáràn o.
nǹkan lè bàjẹ́ ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Daniel Aroworade ṣe rí eléyìí tẹ́ sọ yẹn wípé àwa òbí àwa alágbàtọ́ ẹni pé ká máa wo táwọn ọmọ bá ń wò tó máa fún wọn níṣẹ́ àmúrelé kí ló burú nu kó bí jókòó kájọ ṣe kájọ jókòó kájọ wò ẹ bá dẹ̀ ti jọ wò tán ó parí ṣùgbọ́n ṣé dandan gan tiẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ àmúrelé falákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún mélòó ló yẹ kó ọmọ dé kó tó di wípé àwọn olùkọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún wọn níṣẹ́ àmúrelé lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ẹ̀jẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́ yẹn náà.
Okay well pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yà mi sí research pẹ̀lú research táwọn ìwádìí táwọn èèyàn ti ṣe a sọ pé 16 years 16 years ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rìndínlógún ó ti lè lo àwọn ẹ̀yà yìí ṣùgbọ́n pẹ̀lú ìtọ́ni ló gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́.
ẹ ṣeun torí àwọn tíṣà wa wọ́n wò pé ṣé bí ní àwọn ìlú òkèèrè bíi China aláwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ọmọ ọdún 5-6 tẹ́kún wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe àwọn orí iṣẹ́ ribiribi tán ní creative content.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ṣùgbọ́n níbí nǹkan ṣé òbí ń jókòó tọmọ ọdún 5 ṣé ó ń jókòó tọmọ ọdún 10 ṣé àti kiri òyìnbó lọ àti kiri ó yá rangi ṣaláwà irọ́ o kára ni ẹ pè mí sí láyé mo ti gbàdé Dubai èmi ò ráyè tán lọ́mọdé ṣùgbọ́n lọ́hùn yàrá pé ìjọba wọn ló ń tọ́jú àwọn òbí wọn tó ń fún wọn lówó tí wọ́n fi tọ́jú ọmọ kò sẹ́ni ń dọ́rú ẹ̀wò ń bí òbí fúnra rẹ̀ ni ó tẹra mọ́ṣẹ́ tí ó fi tọ́jú ọmọ tiẹ̀ ṣe rí i pé gbogbo ẹ̀ yàtọ̀ síra wọn òun náà ló fà á
ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn oríṣiríṣi
ṣùgbọ́n pàpà síbẹ̀ náà ẹ bá ń bá àwọn òbí sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí wọ́n dákun ní tí àwọn ọmọ bá ń wò kí wọ́n jọ wò ẹ wojú àwọn òbí.
ó ní kọ̀kọ́ tí mo tiẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ.
ẹ ṣàlàyé.
tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ òbí kò túmọ̀ sí pé ẹni tó bí ọmọ gangan fún ara ẹ̀ alágbàtọ́ o aládùúgbò o tẹ́ bá rí ọmọ tó ń ṣe wíníwíní tó ń sá sí kọ̀rọ̀ tó ń tẹ nǹkan ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ pé kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí ẹ jẹ́ ká béèrè kí ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹ kí ló ń tẹ̀ ìkọ̀rọ̀ then ó ní nǹkan tí àwọn òbí máa ń ṣe tí mo lérò pé kò tọ́ fún àwọn ọmọ ìsìn àwọn òde òní ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa fi ìbẹ̀rù púpọ̀ jù sínú àyà ọmọ yìí.
kọ́ńbà
lè bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ o ti rí nǹkan kan tí ọmọ yìí ń ṣe tí ò dáa ẹ jẹ́ ká pè é ní ẹ jẹ́ ká bá a sọ̀rọ̀ níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ wà ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ ní sọ pé a fẹ́ràn wọn pé kò ń ṣe pé a kò ń jágbe ìjágbe yìí náà tún lè jẹ́ kí ó tún lè fi àfikún sí
kókó ọmọláyà jẹ́
kò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀
á dẹ̀ máa wo
kúwò á máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi lórí rẹ̀ ẹ̀yin òbí wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ arọ̀ yìí ni ẹ má gbé ojú kúrò ẹ má sọ pé kò kàn mí àti tíṣà fún ara rẹ̀ tí ó ń kọ́ ọmọ àti tíṣà tó ń fún ọmọ ní iṣẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nínú kíláàsì ẹ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nílé ìwé pé báyìí ni ká ṣe máa ṣe lórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ abánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ yìí and mo nígbàgbọ́ pé tí a bá ṣe báyìí a jọ wà dáadáa a jọ wà papọ̀ a dẹ̀ jọ jèrè àwọn ọmọ yìí.
àmín àdúpẹ́ inú mi dùn bí ẹ bá dé àbáwá Daniel àròwòrà dé wọ́n ní gbogbo wa pátápátá tá a bá jọ ṣe kí ni tá a jọ kó ọwọ́ pọ̀ tá a jọ tó àwọn ọmọ yìí wọ́n lájọ jèrè wọn náà ni àbí
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà.
àǹfààní wo ló wà nígbà tó wọ́n bá ti wo àwọn ẹ̀ka abánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára tó sì ti di pé ó ti yí lórí tó ti mú kó mu tó ti kọ lóríṣiríṣi àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tẹ́kọ́ lè gbà
àbí tí ó lè sùn
mọ́ tó di pé ọmọ kan ràn ojú kalẹ̀ torí orísun àgbàbẹ̀ yìí
tí ò dẹ̀ lè ṣe yege nínú ẹ̀kọ́ rẹ̀
tí ò ní yege nínú ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n ní pé àǹfààní wo ló wà ń bẹ̀ nígbà tá a lajú ara wa sílẹ̀ ká jẹ́ kí ọmọ yìí tó kókó bá ti ara ẹ̀ kókó bá jẹ́ wọ́n ní gbogbo apátápátá kájọ kó ọwọ́ kájọ fọwọ́ sí wọ́pọ̀ káfi tó àwọn ọmọ wa kò kàn mí o kò ń ṣe ọmọ tèmi kí ló kàn mí wọ́n ní tó bá ní kò kùn ẹ́ tọmọ tiẹ̀ bá lọ bá dọ́ọ̀rẹ́ ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ ní kọ̀rọ̀ tọ́jọ́ ń wo àwọn kọ̀rọ̀ lọ́tọ́jọ́ ń wo àwọn kínní bàbá wa ṣé àwọn kò tó bá tún yàtọ̀ nísìnyí a rí i pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá wọ́n sì ń wọnú mọ́tò wọ́n sì ń ká àwọn ọmọ tó bá ti rí fóònù lọ́wọ́ wọn báyìí ó tán ọmọ wọn lọ báwo lẹ ṣe yẹ irú àwọn ọmọ yẹn irú ẹ̀mí wo ni ẹrù yìí pé máa wà nínú wọn torí ẹlòmí káwọn òbí ẹ̀ tó dé wọ́n ti ra tìmọ́lé ẹ bá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ torí ọmọ tó bá ti wọlé àwọn ọbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n yìí jáde bọ̀ pé inú wọn á rọ̀ inú wọn á tún lè koko nípa kí tiẹ̀ ní gan àkókò ti débẹ̀ rí ẹ mọ̀ ẹ bá ń bá àwọn agbófinró wa náà sọ̀rọ̀ torí tá a bá bẹ́ràn wí èyí ká bẹ́ràn náà wí. ẹ bá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀.
So ní ti àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ pé ọlọ́pàá mú ọmọ tí yálà kò tiẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ pọ̀ wọ́n mú lọ sínú bẹ̀yẹn lóòótọ́ ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú bó ṣe máa ronú bó ṣe máa hùwà sáwọn èèyàn láwùjọ tí irú ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá jáde kò yẹ ká jẹ́ kó padà lọ direct kó láàrin àwọn èèyàn ó yẹ ká jẹ́ kí àwọn tá à ń pè ní expert psychologist kó bá a sọ̀rọ̀ kó wò ó kó béèrè àwọn questions kó béèrè àwọn questions lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó wo àwọn ìbéèrè pé báwo ló ṣe ń feel a ní láti ṣe nǹkan tá à ń pè ní therapy fún torí a lè rò pé ìwọlé tó wọlé yẹn àwọn nǹkan tó rí ẹ̀rù tá a fi sínú àyà rẹ̀ a lè rò pé ó ti tán bó ṣe bọ́ta ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó lè ṣàkóbá fún ní ọjọ́ iwájú so àti òbí fún ara ẹ̀ àti teacher àti olùkọ́ àti ìdáǹpé ní therapist àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ló ní ipa tí wọ́n máa kó nínú kí ọmọ náà kó lè tètè bọ̀ sípò padà sí ibi tí tó wà so ẹ jẹ́ kí irú ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó má padà directly lọ sínú àwùjọ ká bá sọ̀rọ̀ ká fi ìfẹ́ hàn ká jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o ká jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé àṣìṣe ni wọ́n fi kó
ìṣó náà ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá wa a máa rí yín bá ṣe ti gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn olùkọ́ pàtàkì ṣé mo sọ fún yín mo ní pé ojú tí wọ́n á fi wò ó máa yàtọ̀ sí ojú tí aráàlú tí wọ́n máa fi wò ó ẹ ṣeun gan ni a máa rí yín bá bàbá wa mo ní adé òun náà lẹ́yìn mọ̀ọ́dé mọ́ra wọn lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ní dáràn àṣeyí ṣàmọ́dún nígbà bá tún pè yín jẹ́ tí wá sórí ètò wa.
It will be a pleasure, ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. First lady.
All right, it will be a pleasure, because yes, thus far we have learned tremendously. Then when it comes to parental guide, parental control, teacher's guide, and also proper tutoring.
Yes,
what else will you add to it? Now we talked about control in other crimes.
Okay.
When we talk, this control is not limited to the parent, and it's a systemic control. The system says this is what we want. Is the same applicable here?
Okay, I like that question because in the course of my research, I found out that those numbers I quoted earlier is quite exaggerated here in Nigeria.
How?
Specifically, because according to The Guardian, 97%, a whooping 97% of users, of children who are users of social media handles, have been affected one way or the other, especially in the issue of cyberbullying and all forms of bullying, especially sexual bullying. And this means that our control measures has to be upskilled. And
by concerned bodies. That is beyond
like
the parents.
Like the NCC, the National Communication Commission. Even reports from the National Communication Commission also shows that these children have been bedeviled in many ways by the social media handles, and the control measures should first come personally. So it means that if our children will use these devices, will use these handles, these media handles, and use them well, they have to be self-controlled and self-driven. Why is this? 97% means almost all of them. And if we try to impose anything on the children, it might end up in restriction.
Yes.
And this is where literacy comes in. Digital literacy, good moral upbringing. I have a unique teaching philosophy. I call it EPIC.
Okay.
The E stands for empathy. The P stands for personalized learning. Which is why I can never be an advocate of restriction. Because personalized learning says that the children can learn on his own and at his own pace. Technology makes that possible. And then the next one is innovation.
Okay.
I believe that these things spark innovation in the children. You know, I see a lot of children now, even on TikTok, they don't do bad things on TikTok. They even try to educate.
Yes.
Children, for that matter. That's creativity, innovation. But there's that final one, which is the C. And that is character development. I believe that a child's holistic development is assured when there is deliberate, intentional character development measures in this child. If you look at the average...
Those character development measures should come from who?
From the teachers and the parents.
Very simple. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Arora.
Thank you very much, Mama.
It must come. That's exactly where, wherever influence the social media may have prepared for our children, it behoves every parent, every guardian, and teachers, the entire environment, to play their part in ensuring that these children are properly molded for a greater, first for themselves, their family, and the entire community, and the country at large, for a greater tomorrow. All right, that's how we'll call it quit this morning on the show. Remember that if you desire to get the best out of your child, all you need to do is to invest in them. Invest your time, quality time, in bringing them up. Anita Buhari is my name. See you next week by the grace of the Almighty God.
Ben, mo ní ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àyè sílẹ̀ láti ṣe kíni, láti gbọ́ ti àwọn ọmọ wa. Ọlọ́run ti fún wa láwọn ọmọ yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kíni ká lo gbogbo ohun t'Ọlọ́run fún wa láti tọ́jú wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́rọ ayélujára, ẹ má jẹ́ kó ṣe wọ́n bí a ṣe fẹ́. Ká lè jèrè wọn. Títí di ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ, ire o.